Hi Kevin, thanks a lot for coming over.
It's indeed a pleasure.
We are here just to ask you, obviously, about your experience at Adamsley training as Premident these days.
Yes.
Can I ask you, how long have you known Chris for?
Okay. I can't answer that honestly, other than to say over 20 years. In fact, when I first met Chris, you were practicing out of a different establishment, just around the corner, and have been with you ever since. When I was introduced to Chris, I lived in Coventry, and therefore it became my local dental practitioner. I now live in Sutton Coldfield. I travel 18 miles just to come here because my experience is that it isn't just about Chris, it's about Sarah, it's about the whole service. It is, it sounds very corny, and I don't mean it to be, but it's like a family. We have a laugh, but when I need them, they're there.
Super, that's what we try to achieve, and obviously that's our aim, so thank you for that. Tell us a bit about your treatment.
I've got a mouthful of treatment, and from normal fillings to bridges, to most recently when I was the victim of an attempting mugging in Birmingham at New Street, and I had 3 teeth loosened. The individual tried to get my wallet and failed, and I looked in my wallet afterwards and there's 40 quid in it, and my treatment has cost substantially more than that, but it was the principle. And I looked at the CCTV footage and I lost, you know, because he was a bruise and I wasn't. However, he didn't get my wallet. The next day I was here, and we went through a process of elimination of what was right and what was wrong. And Sarah in particular just literally held my hand through it because there was a bit of a facial mess. And so the implant journey has been incredibly successful. And I was here once a week, and I had stitches in my mouth, and I had Australian cow product pumped into my gums and goodness knows what. But all done with real passion to get it right, a real understanding that this is going to hurt, a real understanding that, I mean, Chris even gave me his own mobile number for the weekend. I was in so much pain. If I was to recommend implants to anybody, then I would. I'd recommend the team here to do them, but do not kid yourself that it's an easy process. It isn't, but it is worthwhile. You know, I had teeth falling out at weekends, and goodness knows what once you go through the process of having your gums moulded and all that. And look now, you know, and it is superb, and I'm very thankful to the integrity, but also skill. You know, real skill to drill to that minutiae of fractions of an inch, fractions of an inch, millimetres, and just done with real care. And I don't think it's because I've known him and Sarah for so long. I think it's because they just care. They're an incredible. They remind, you know, they're always. The humour in the room is fantastic, but their skill set is even better. They're a fantastic mix of, they make nobody on God's earth, I would assume, enjoys going to the dentist, but I don't mind coming here. I travel 18 miles for the joy of it. I don't mind coming here because I'm very welcomed and the service is always excellent.
Thank you. How do you perceive the rest of the team?
Reception has always been fantastic to me, and you know, you can have, and you know, once whilst Chris was away, I did see Mr. Adams, and he was equally lovely. I can only comment on the front of house. You know, if you talk about, and there's a thing that I do in our industry called the Net Promoter Model, and it's about customer loyalty as opposed to customer satisfaction. Because I really don't think customer satisfaction is worth the paper it's written on. It's about loyalty. And loyalty is about a service. It's about detractors, passives and promoters. And as I'm sitting here, I'm obviously a promoter of this practice. And that can't be just because I have a great dentist. Beneath him is a great team. I'm very welcomed when I come here. I love them too, you know, I class them as friends. I go, you know, my measure in life would I go and have a beer with them, and I would. gladly. But it's just a nice place. They make a difficult time very tolerable through their integrity, through their skill, and through their humour.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for your time.
Come and join. It's the place to be.